Okay, so I know that I said in my reading goals video that I didn't think that I was going to do reading vlogs anymore because sometimes they can be boring and they're a lot of work and I'd rather focus on other quality content. But then I didn't vlog for a while and I kind of missed it, and so I don't even know if I'll put this up, but I decided I'm going to vlog this week. I just paused because my neighbor started lawn mowing. I'm sure you can hear the cicadas in the background. It's just the way things are. So what is going on at the moment? The main thing I'm doing this week is I'm trying to sort out this wardrobe. Honestly, because of that, I'm living in a bit of a disaster zone at the moment, but I'm about to film a video for Valentine's Day, and I'll somehow magically manage to make it look like my life is together, mainly by closing those doors. Other than that, the only thing I know is going to be happening this week is that later on in the week we're going to go to Amberry Farms, and then on Valentine's Day, even though we're not the romanticist couple, is that the right term? No. But we are going to go to the zoo's late night thing that they're doing for Valentine's Day, so that will be fun. So there should be lots of cute animals in this vlog, so that's something to keep watching for. Also, reading wise, so I have been reading A Cathedral of Myth and Bone by Kat Howard. I'm really enjoying it. I don't normally like short story anthologies, but I think when it's all written by one author, it's quite different. And also, I think she's quite a good short story writer. And also, one of the short stories I just read was like 100 pages, so it's not that short. And they're all quite interesting stories about stories. So we just got this Arthur and Camelot retelling, but it was told in a really interesting way. I'm really enjoying reading this, but I am behind in my reading this month, so I need to catch up and finish this soon because it's also due back at the library very soon. Also, audiobook wise, I am listening to How to Change Minds by Jolles. I mainly picked it up because the subtitle is The Art of Influence Without Manipulation, and that's something that I care about both in booktube world, I guess, but also in my working life and just in real life. So I'm listening to that. So far it's okay. Otherwise, I better go and film. So we'll see whether I continue this vlog or not. If you're watching this, then I did. Hooray! So, I don't really know still whether I'm even doing this vlog, but it's Thursday and I am here at the mall to return my library book because it is due back tomorrow and I'm not going to be able to return it tomorrow, so I better return it today. Last night I did kind of rush to finish it, which I almost wish I hadn't had to do because I think short stories are best kind of consumed one at a time with a big pause in between, not like one after the other. And I do think a lot of these stories had some really cool concepts. It would have been better if I had reflected more on them as I was reading it. So I might read this again at some point. I did think the short stories were really good. As I said before, I don't normally like short story anthologies, but this one, I thought each one had a really cool idea. There were a few where, because I wasn't really aware of the original stories or the myths that she was retelling, I think I kind of maybe missed what was going on. But basically she's taking all these like really cool stories like Arthur and Camelot and like different saints and just the idea of stories themselves and like retelling them in a modern context, but in really weird ways. And I love the way that her writing is just really beautiful at times, but also really strange. Anyway, I really enjoyed this. I'm going to return it to the library and then I'm heading over to Jason's so we can go and hopefully see some baby animals. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see what kind of animals we find because it's not baby time, really. So, now that all the farm fun and the zoo fun is over, it's the weekend and I really need to get some stuff done to finish up the things I wanted to get done this week. I did go to that $1 book sale this morning and I bought 9 books, but I'm not going to show them to you because I'm going to save them for a book haul because I do have a few other books that I've hauled. I shouldn't really be hauling books since I'm trying to get my physical TBR shelf down to 0, but you know, whatever. What I need to do this weekend, and I've got a little bit of today left and all of tomorrow, I want to finish off clearing out my wardrobe and I need to update my CV because unfortunately I need to look at getting a job soon. It won't be that bad, but I'd rather not, but we have to do it, so we're going to do it. So I need to do those 2 things, and then as well I want to try and finish Ninth House. Although I say finished, I've so far only read like 20 pages, and I'm not minding it, but it is very slow. I suspect that it could have been cut down to a much more sensibly sized book, but I'm going to try and get through as much of that as I can. I did also start listening to the audiobook of The Night Circus, which of course is a book that everyone loves, and I put it on my 20 books to read this year. This is on that list as well, so I'm doing well if I actually get through them. This one I'm really enjoying. I hate Prospero, but I really love Celia, whatever her name is. It's not like what I expected at all. But I am enjoying it. I can definitely see why everyone likes it. I'm only a couple of hours in, so there's a lot more to go. But I'll try and read as much of that as I can this weekend. Like, I can probably listen to some of this while I do some of the housework stuff, although I was going to watch BookTube while I cleared my wardrobe because I'm massively behind on that as well. Anyway, basically, I'm behind on everything, but we're going to try and catch up a little bit this weekend, and we'll see how we go. Okay, quick update. My wardrobe is empty! Hooray! However, everything else is a disaster. I have so much shit everywhere. I don't even know how I have so many notebooks. What a mess. Also, my skin doesn't seem to have liked either the dust or the work or something. Fun times. So what I've decided is this is a success. The rest of this is going to have to be next week because I'm so sick of going through all this shit. I'm so mad at the me that 5 years ago never finished off this job. What a jerk. Ninth House, I've made progress on. I still think it's a bit slow, but it's getting there. I'm right now going to go for a walk with my mum and my sister and her dog, and then when I get back, I'm just going to read for the rest of the night, so we should be able to make some good progress with that. Okay, so I'm about to film the BookTube videos that I said I was going to do yesterday because I'm trying to catch up, as always. I feel like everything is kind of half finished. Like, I'm halfway through Ninth House, I'm halfway through The Night Circus, I'm halfway through clearing out my wardrobe since I emptied it out. Shame about all the shit everywhere. I think I showed you that already. So I'm going to end this vlog here, but it's kind of half finished. I could argue that it's some kind of cliffhanger, except it's not a very good cliffhanger because I haven't even decided whether I want to continue doing reading vlogs. I think I will. I actually missed it while I stopped doing it, and I kind of just like having a track of what I'm up to and also just being able to talk about the books that I'm reading as I read them. And I know that also when I filmed my January wrap-up, I was a little bit annoyed because I think talking about books as you read them, one, helps you to clarify your thoughts about it, but two, takes the pressure off in the wrap-up having to include all your thoughts about every book, which if you read a lot, there's just not enough time. So I kind of miss my reading vlogs. So I think maybe I'm going to go back to it. We'll see how long that lasts, especially once I start working again. But maybe at least till then, although next week I really have to start the job hunt properly. I'm not super excited, although I do like my job, but I also like just staying at home and reading and doing booktube. Never mind. I will say last night I did get up to about page 300 nearly of this, and it is starting to get going a lot more. Alex also just started spending some time with Dawes, who is this girl that also is involved in this ninth house, and I think they're going to be best friends, which I'm keen for. I think Dawes is going to be one of my favorite characters, and I'm just really hoping that from here things are going to be so good that I end up loving this book. We'll see what happens. Definitely slow going for the first half though. Also, as far as the Night Circus goes, I'm really loving that. I really hate Prospero though, and I sometimes just wish we could focus on Celia's story and maybe Marco's story and all the other stuff at the circus I care about less. I mean, it's kind of interesting and it's important for giving context and building the atmosphere, but I don't know. I'm about halfway through that, so we'll see how I feel when we get to the end. Anyway, it's really hot and I want to turn my fan back on between bits of filming, so I'm going to go and turn my fan on. Thank you for hanging out with me this week. I don't know if we'll keep doing reading vlogs, but I kind of enjoy them, so maybe we will. I mean, if you're watching this bit here, obviously you personally don't mind them. But anyway, thanks for watching. I gotta go. I will see you next time.